Arya's fox-like ears twitched as she heard the notification ping from her husband's phone at 2 a.m. 7 months pregnant, her feline tail curled protectively around her swollen belly as she sat up in bed. Devon lay beside her, supposedly asleep, but she'd noticed the pattern. Late-night messages, hushed conversations, sudden business trips. Her hybrid features, the delicate fox ears, the graceful cat tail, the otherworldly beauty of her blonde wavy hair, had first attracted Devon 5 years ago. He'd called her his exotic angel. Now, as she carefully lifted his phone, her sharp ears picked up his breathing pattern. Still asleep. The password was their anniversary. How pathetically predictable. Her golden eyes scanned the messages, and her heart shattered with each word. Miss you, baby. Can't wait until she has the baby and we can finally be together. The woman's name was Celeste, Devon's assistant. The affair had been going on for 8 months, before Arya even knew she was pregnant. More messages revealed the cruel truth. Devon had been planning to divorce her after the baby was born, keeping their luxury penthouse and his successful architecture firm, while claiming Arya was an unfit mother due to her emotional instability during pregnancy. Arya's hands trembled, but she forced herself to screenshot everything methodically. Her fox instincts screamed at her to confront him, but her rational mind, sharper than any human's, knew better. She placed his phone back exactly where it was and slipped out of bed, her tail swishing with barely controlled fury. In her home office, she opened her laptop. Devon didn't know that her freelance graphic design work had evolved into something more lucrative. She had connections, savings he knew nothing about, and a mind that had been 3 steps ahead her entire life. By dawn, Arya had created a plan. Not revenge born of rage, but strategy born of self-respect. She made herself breakfast, humming softly as Devon emerged, kissing her forehead like the devoted husband he pretended to be. "Morning, beautiful," he said, his hand on her belly. "How's our little one?" Arya smiled, her fox ears perking up sweetly. "Perfect. Everything is absolutely perfect." If he noticed the dangerous glint in her golden eyes, he didn't show it. Let the game begin. Over the next 2 weeks, Arya became the perfect wife. She cooked Devon's favorite meals, massaged his shoulders after work, and never once mentioned the late nights or suspicious phone calls. Her tail would curl affectionately around his leg during dinner, her fox ears tilting adoringly when he spoke. Devon relaxed, believing he'd successfully deceived her. Meanwhile, Arya worked in silence. She contacted her lawyer, a sharp-minded woman named Helena, who specialized in high-asset divorces. Helena's eyes had widened at the evidence Arya presented. Not just the affair, but financial records Arya had been quietly documenting. Devon had been hiding assets, planning to claim poverty in the divorce while keeping millions offshore. "You're brilliant," Helena breathed. "He won't know what hit him." Arya also reached out to old friends Devon had isolated her from, other hybrid women who understood the unique discrimination they faced. They rallied around her, offering support and resources. One evening, Devon came home early. Arya was in the nursery, her wavy blonde hair cascading over her shoulders as she assembled the crib. Her pregnant form looked vulnerable, delicate. "Let me help," Devon said, joining her. As they worked together, his hand brushed against hers. The touch that once electrified her now felt toxic. But Arya smiled, leaning against him. "I love you," she whispered, testing him. "Love you too, babe," he replied automatically, checking his phone. That night, Arya initiated intimacy for the first time in weeks. In their bedroom, dimly lit by moonlight, she guided his hands over her swollen belly, along her curves. Her tail wrapped around his waist as she kissed him deeply, pouring false passion into every touch. Devon responded eagerly, whispering sweet lies against her skin. "You're so beautiful," he murmured, his lips trailing down her neck. "I'll always take care of you." Arya closed her golden eyes, memorizing this moment, not with love, but with cold determination. Every kiss, every caress was her silent goodbye to the man she'd trusted. Afterwards, as Devon slept contentedly, Arya lay awake, her fox ears alert. Her phone buzzed softly, Helena confirming everything was in place. One more week. One more week of this performance, and then Devon would discover that betraying a hybrid woman with fox cunning and feline grace was the biggest mistake of his life. Arya went into labor on a rainy Thursday evening. Devon rushed her to the hospital, playing the concerned husband perfectly. Her contractions were intense, but between the pain, her sharp mind remained focused. "You're doing amazing," Devon said, holding her hand as her fox ears flattened against her head in discomfort. 12 hours later, their daughter arrived, a beautiful hybrid baby with tiny fox ears and a wispy tail. Arya named her Luna, refusing Devon's suggestion of Celeste with a firm shake of her head. "Luna," she repeated, her golden eyes daring him to argue. He didn't. For 3 days, they played happy family in the hospital. Devon posted photos on social media, bragging about his perfect girls. Arya smiled in every picture, her blonde, wavy hair artfully arranged, her tail curled protectively around Luna's bassinet. On the day they were discharged, Arya's plan activated. Helena arrived at their penthouse first, accompanied by a process server. Devon came home to find legal documents spread across their dining table. "What the hell is this?" he demanded, his face paling as he read the divorce petition. Arya sat on the couch, nursing Luna, her expression serene. "It's called consequences." "Arya, what? I don't understand." "Don't you?" Her fox ears perked up mockingly. "Let me clarify. I'm divorcing you for adultery. I have 8 months of documented evidence of your affair with Celeste. I also have records of your hidden offshore accounts and your plan to claim I'm an unfit mother." Devon's mouth opened and closed. "How did you underestimated me." Arya's tail swished dangerously. "You thought because I'm pregnant and emotional that I'd be easy to manipulate. But you forgot. Fox instincts include cunning, and cats always land on their feet." Helena stepped forward. "Mr. Rivera, we've also filed complaints with your professional board regarding the embezzlement from your firm to fund your affair. Your partners received copies this morning." Devon's phone began ringing incessantly. His face crumbled as reality crashed down. "Arya, please," he begged, moving toward her. "We can fix this. I made a mistake." "Don't come near my daughter." Arya's voice turned icy. Her golden eyes blazed with controlled fury. "You're not the mistake, Devon. Trusting you was, but I've corrected that now." Security, arranged by Helena, escorted a protesting Devon from his own home. The next morning, Arya's revenge fully bloomed. She'd spent the previous month not just gathering evidence, but creating something more powerful: truth. With Helena's guidance, she'd compiled everything into a detailed account, not for gossip, but for protection. Celeste arrived at the penthouse that afternoon, believing Devon's panicked texts that Arya didn't know anything. The assistant's confident stride faltered when she found Arya waiting, Luna sleeping peacefully in her arms. "Sit," Arya commanded, her fox ears forward and alert. Celeste obeyed, suddenly uncertain. "Devon told you I was emotionally unstable, didn't he?" Arya began, her tail swishing rhythmically. "That our marriage was dead? That he was just waiting for the right moment to leave?" Celeste's silence confirmed everything. Arya smiled coldly. "He told me you were just an efficient assistant, that the late nights were about securing the Thompson contract." I placed the folder on the table. The Thompson contract that doesn't exist. The business trips that were actually weekends at hotels I'm now billing him for. The jewelry he bought you with our joint account. Celeste's face drained of color. "I'm not showing you this to hurt you," Arya continued, her voice surprisingly gentle. "I'm showing you because you deserve to know who you're actually involved with. Devon wasn't leaving me for you. He was planning to keep both of us, me for legitimacy and his daughter, you for entertainment. She slid another document across. These are messages from 2 weeks ago, where he tells his friend Brett that he'll keep Celeste around until something better comes along. Watching Celeste's face crumble, Arya felt no satisfaction, only recognition. They'd both been betrayed. That evening, Arya's phone rang. Her mother, a full-blooded fox hybrid who'd warned her about Devon from the start. "I heard," her mother said softly. "How are you, my clever girl?" "Strong, Mama. I'm teaching Luna an important lesson already. Never let anyone make you feel weak for being powerful." Her mother's proud purr resonated through the phone. Later, as Arya prepared for bed in her penthouse, now solely hers, she caught her reflection. Blonde, wavy hair, framing her face, fox ears, proud and alert, golden eyes, clear and determined. She wasn't broken. She was reborn. 3 months later, Arya stood in her new art gallery's opening night, Luna secured in a designer carrier against her chest. The space showcased hybrid artists, a project she'd dreamed about for years, but Devon had dismissed as not profitable. Her wavy blonde hair was styled elegantly, her fox ears adorned with delicate silver jewelry that caught the light. Her tail swished contentedly as patrons admired the powerful pieces depicting hybrid strength and resilience. Helena approached with champagne. The gallery's already profitable. Devon, meanwhile, lost his firm, his reputation, and is facing embezzlement charges. Arya didn't smile with satisfaction. She'd never wanted destruction, just justice. "And Celeste?" she asked. "Working at a nonprofit now. She actually thanked you last week for saving her from a terrible mistake." Across the room, Arya spotted someone, a handsome tiger hybrid named Kieran, an artist whose work she'd featured. He'd been kind, respectful, never pushing despite obvious interest. He approached slowly, his striped tail moving in a friendly greeting. "Your vision for this space is remarkable." "Thank you." Arya felt Luna stir against her chest. "It's amazing what you can build when someone stops tearing you down." Kieran's amber eyes held understanding. "I heard about what happened. Takes incredible strength to not just survive that, but thrive." They talked for hours, about art, about raising Luna, about dreams. Kieran listened when she spoke, asked about her thoughts, treated her as an equal partner in conversation. Later, putting Luna to bed in their new home, smaller than the penthouse but filled with warmth, Arya's phone buzzed. Devon, from a restricted number. "I'm sorry, I was an idiot. Can we try again, for Luna?" Arya's fox ears flattened, then perked up with resolve. She blocked the number without responding. She didn't need closure from him. She'd already given herself that. In the nursery's mirror, she watched herself sway with Luna, humming softly. Her reflection showed a woman transformed, not by revenge, but by choosing herself. "We don't need him, little one," she whispered to her sleeping daughter. "We have everything we need right here." Her tail curled contentedly around them both as Luna's tiny fox ears twitched in peaceful dreams. Arya had learned the most powerful truth. The best revenge wasn't making him suffer. It was building a life so beautiful that his absence became irrelevant. The end.